welcome to None Such Farm. I am going to give you a little update on the garden. It is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone, all you moms out there anyways. I came out to the garden to work on it for a couple hours yesterday, and I didn't get very far. Let me see if I can switch this around. Okay, so this is as far as I got yesterday. Now, I did have to do a little bit of maintenance. I gotta put down my boom box here. Gotta have music when you're outside working. I had a bunch of strawberries here that I dug up, so I had to get rid of those. This is all weeds. Now, funny story. I saw this in the garden, and it kind of looked like celery to me. So I took a little nibble of the leaf and spit it out, of course. And I posted in one of my gardening groups and asked what it was. And I told them that I took a bite. Oh my gosh, you would have thought it was the end of the world. Everyone was like, "You actually ate that, not knowing what it was?" Yeah, I do that. And you've seen me do it in my herb garden, and I'm still alive. So maybe I shouldn't be doing that. But anyways, I wasn't going to rototill this garden this year. I wanted to see, how it would be if I didn't rototill it for 1 year, maybe do it every other year. Because as you can see, I have all of those trellises and posts to take down. It's a lot of work, even digging up all of this here with the drip lines and everything. But as you can see, a lot of it blew off, and it's very rocky, and the ground is still pretty packed. So I am going to have it rototilled this year. And I've also decided, instead of running it downhill like this, it is a bit of a slope, I'm going to run my garden across going down the hill, because I noticed like the cucumbers and the tomatoes at the top, they don't produce as much, they don't grow as well. And I think it's the lack of water, because when you have a drip line coming down, let's see if I can find, so this drip line, it has little, like right here, these little spots right here, that's where the water comes out, and it does go through this fabric, but it takes a hot minute for it to go through, so most of it runs down before it can get through. So I figured if I started at the top and go down, and put the drip line on the top of the plant, above the plant on the hill, they'd get more water. And I'm in a lot of gardening groups, and one lady puts hers under the fabric. And I was really hesitant, because if something happens to the drip line, I'm not going to know, or I'm going to have a hard time getting to it. But I've decided I'm going to try that, because I haven't had an issue with drip line for 2 years. I've been using it for actually 3 years. I haven't had a problem with it. I have enough to do all new drip lines or inspect what I have, and then run it under the plants. I think it'll do a lot better. So that's what I've done so far today. I'm hoping that I can get all of this done today, so my brother can come out this afternoon and rototill if he's not busy. I'm very lucky to have him come up and do that for me. Now, right up here, I don't plan to have him rototill this section here. Just maybe starting where this raised bed is and down, because I want to put all raised beds in here. I want to do more pools for herbs. I want to be able to put one herb in each pool. And then I want to build a couple more of these. Now, let me show you what I've done with this. This is my asparagus, and I really need to get out here and cut it. And it will grow and grow and grow. But I need to come out and cut it. And I'll tell you, even though these are fat, they are still so good and tender. They are so great. Now, this asparagus is probably about 10 or 15 years old. And you've never had asparagus unless you've had fresh. It's really worth it. So I finally reinforced this raised bed. My sides were bulging out because I didn't have this on here, so my sides were bulging out. So I finally finished that. I went to my brother's and got some aged manure. That's what I have in here. Now, this is horseradish that I had in that I had in buckets through the winter, and it survived very well. So I planted that. My friend gave me a bunch of organic, he gave me a case of organic turmeric. I don't know if it's going to grow, but I threw some in there. I think I put 6 in there. Now, I told you I had strawberries over there. This is probably why it took me 2 hours to do all this, because I was doing some maintenance. That's all the drip tape that I've got to put together. So I planted my strawberries over here. This was my mom's garden. I need to water them. But I planted them in here, and I hope to get some everbearing to put in there too. So that's done, thank goodness. But yeah, that's it. That's a little update. I did show you my blueberry bushes before. That one and the one on the end were the 2 that I put in the shed in the winter time. They're not going to make it. I'm going to have to dig them up and replace them. This one's doing great. This one, this looks like a new stalk. So that one I think will pull through. And this one is doing great. That one, not so much. And this is my elderberry. And my dog gets excited when I bring her out to the garden, and she'll run over things. That's one of the things that she did. And down here, one of these limbs, she snapped almost right off. And so what I did was I kind of secured it back to itself. I'm hoping that it'll graft itself. Look at that. Some little violets. I think they're called violets. So that's what I'm doing so far. I still don't know what's in this garden here. It doesn't look like any of these herbs are going to come back, because if you saw my last video, I transplanted a lot of things. This one here, I'm not sure what's going to come back. If there's going to be weeds, I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure what that is. I'll know when they grow to full, to maturity. Here's my mullein. Got a lot of weeds going on in here, so I'll come in and clean this up. I don't know what that is. I am hoping that's my chamomile. But my mullein, that's doing great. So I'm pretty excited about that. So, my raspberries. Let's go check them out. Raspberries are doing great. I have one that, my dog wrecked it again. So this is all staying here all the way down. I've got to reinforce that. My dog will come running through here and just clip these right off. But this is doing all right. It'll make it. It's just going to be a couple years it'll take a couple years for it to really get mature. But they're doing really good. They're coming along, but I got a lot of work to do. So I'm going to get at it. So I just wanted to give you a little update on the garden. Have a great day, guys. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like and watch my videos and share them. Thank you. Bye-bye.